Ooh, that's hot. Hey, good morning, everyone. So it's 8 a.m. on Thursday. This is day 2 of the mandatory business shutdown in Nevada. And I'm here committing to meditate with you every morning. I mean, I do it anyway on my own, so why not share it with everyone just to help bring a little bit of peace and grounding and some tools to help cope with some of the frantic, chaotic, mental and emotional games that are being played out there. So yesterday morning I spoke about the erratic nature of the mind and how we can use the yogic tools that we're taught to help counteract that and defragment the scattered thoughts and the scattered emotions and the non-focused and ungrounded sensations and feelings that we're having, which cause suffering. So today we'll further that a little bit. So I want to say thank you to all of the awesome friends and family who participated yesterday morning in the meditation at 8 a.m. yesterday. I'm new to this live, Instagram live, and so I figured out that I can save the video to my phone after I record it, but then it doesn't stay on my page, on my account. Is it called a page? It's called an account, right? So I signed up for the Instagram TV, but it doesn't go there either automatically. So I think I need to upload it to Instagram TV separately. So each day will stay. If anyone has a suggestion on how to get these live Instagram videos to stay permanently on my account, tell me. Otherwise, I think I have to re-upload it to Instagram TV so they stay. So I'll probably be doing that. So after I finish this one this morning, I'll upload yesterday's to Instagram TV. It's like a total of 27 minutes long. But every morning, 8 a.m., as long as it's feasible, join me here and I'll guide you through a meditation technique which will just help with our sanity, help reduce some of our anxiety, help just keep us calm and focused, right? And as a side note, there's always a silver lining to this. And Amelia, if you're watching, you're the one that sparked this idea. There's a lot of love going around too. I mean, have you noticed that when you're forced to slow down, you naturally remember what's important to you and the people that are important to you? So I've been seeing that. It's very, very cool. All right, so yesterday's concept was mostly about how the mind is fragmented and how the mental patterns are erratic, especially when there's a lot of stimulus coming in through our eyes and ears and senses, a lot of fast-paced, multifaceted stimulus. It really makes our mind exacerbated with the neurons that are firing. So I was talking about that yesterday. Now today, I want to give you some very tangible tools to use when you're not meditating. Right? Meditation is a beautiful tool. We need to do it daily, actually preferably twice a day, morning and evening. But when you're not meditating, what can we do to meditate off your mat, off the chair, off the mat, as we say as yoga teachers? Well, I'm going to borrow from my best friend here, Mr. E.T. Eckhart Tolle. If you haven't read this book, hey, you got 30 days of quarantine, so you might want to. This is by far the most impactful book that I've read in my life. It's his second book, A New Earth, right? It's all about how to operate without the ego guiding and steering our actions and thoughts. Right? How do you remove the ego and its shadow counterpart, the pain body? How do you operate without those steering and, it's that good, the white angel and the devil, I'm not saying that, right? The good voice and the mischievous voice. Well, the ego sometimes steers and guides us. So the concept I want to offer before we sit down to our meditation is the 3 nons. Okay, when you're operating in life, when you're in any situation at all in life, practice the 3 nons. So what are the 3 nons? Non-reaction. Wow, very challenging. Okay. Non-judgment, perhaps a little less challenging, but every bit as powerful. And the third, which is one of the greatest yogic practices of all, non-attachment. So again, Non-reaction, non-judgment, non-attachment, the three nons. And Eckhart Tolle and the wise yoga teachers of the ancient times, they tell us that if you can practice those three, you're this close to enlightenment, this close. You've got to live in the world for a while and actually do them and then help others do those things. But if you can be non-reactive to events that are around us, non-judgmental of people, experiences that we find ourselves in, and then non-attached to anything in the physical world, we're on our way towards mastering life. Okay, so just a couple more thoughts before we do our meditation on the non-attachment. So, or on the three nons rather. So how do we not react? Some people give me pushback when I say that. So what, do you want me just to sit around and let things happen without taking any action, without doing anything, and just be passive, just be a lump on a log? No. See, that's absolutely not what non-reaction means. What non-reaction actually means is be a yogi when something happens around you. How would the wisest yogi or the wisest human being that you know act? Remember those bumper stickers, WWJD, what would Jesus do? I'm not necessarily saying what would Jesus do, but what would the wisest and most calm and most insightful person do or say or act or not do or not say or not be in any situation? So in other words, when something happens around you that you could react emotionally or angrily to, is angrily a word? I think angrily is a word. You pause, perhaps breathe. Wow, what a concept, breathing. Assess consciously the situation, and then you take mindful action. You take conscious, proactive steps towards either fixing a situation, removing yourself from a situation, or just being, right? Just being. That's non-reaction. Yeah, it's not that knee-jerk emotional flare-up that a lot of us have when something uncomfortable happens around us. So that's non-reaction. Okay, non-judgment. Okay. In yoga, we call that viveka, right? Viveka means to see things clearly. When we judge, when we see something that makes us uncomfortable, pulls a trigger in us, one of our trigger actions or items that we all have, we tend to judge it, label it as bad, slap a label on it. That person is a bad person. That situation sucks. That outcome didn't happen the way I expected it to. All right, that creates a negative connection, a negative tie that we have, some karma, right? So connections are either caused by love or hate or any variant of those two. And when you label something or judge it, that's what we're doing. We're creating a karmic tie to something. If you can just see something as is without any of your own biases or colorings from your past, that's non-judgment. That's allowing a situation to be as is. And then, as I mentioned with non-reaction, we can take conscious steps towards either fixing it or removing ourselves from it or just being, right? So non-judgment. Don't label anything good or bad. A lot of times when you do so, you were wrong anyway. Oh gosh, I can't tell you how many times I've thought a person was so good, such a great addition to my life. And then I found out later that that person was not a great addition to my life. Perhaps they were at the time, and then they aren't. So if you label them as good, they might not always be good. Or, of course, the same thing goes the opposite way. If you label someone as, that person is bad, stay away from that person. Hey, don't judge a book by its cover. That person might be the best thing that ever happened to you for reasons you couldn't possibly have seen at first. Okay, that's non-judgment. And the third, the most challenging of all, is non-attachment. So non-attachment can be a 4-year college degree to understand. And I'll give it to you. I'll give you a summary of it in, 19 seconds. When you attach emotions to a person or situation in life, it's the seed for suffering. We're setting ourselves up for missed expectations, for disappointments, lack of what we thought was supposed to happen. And that just causes us pain and suffering. So if we can be unattached, but still consciously aware and compassionate our emotions and suffering will be saved at the end of the day. Right? And that applies to people, that applies to material things, intangible things also. So don't attach to anything that you think is supposed to happen. We're just humans. We're just humans. We can't possibly understand at this current level all of the interplay of energetic patterns and karmic causes and potential reactions in the cosmos. We can't begin to understand that at this current level that we're at. So don't attach yourself to anything that you think is supposed to happen. Okay? Non-reaction, non-judgment, non-attachment. All right, the 3 nons from this guy. I use it in all my yoga philosophy classes. This guy's brilliant. He doesn't call himself a yogi. He's an enlightened yogi, this guy, Eckhart Tolle. So keep that in mind as we move into our meditation today. All right, we're going to focus on 2 energetic centers in the body that have to do with viveka, which is non-judgment or clear seeing, and non-reaction. So the third eye in the brain, and also the heart center. All right, the heart and the brain. We're going to focus on those 2. All right. So as I mentioned yesterday, and as I mentioned in all of my meditation classes that I was leading at True Fusion, and now I'm leading online here, you got to find a comfortable seat. So let's meditate together. All right. I hope you're sitting down. If not, sit down and get comfortable. It doesn't matter what kind of seat you have, as long as you can be still for the next 12 to 15 minutes while we meditate together. Okay? So I'm sitting in a chair right now, and I do so every morning when I meditate. Put your back against the chair and sit tall. And preferably your feet are on the ground. Hey Wendy, hey Jez, hey Jody, this is cool. Mommy Go, you're on there, this is cool, totes. All right guys, so once you sit tall, feet on the ground, get comfortable and let your eyes begin to close. So we'll move into our meditation now. Okay, chin is neutral, the chin is not lifted and it's not tucked. Shoulders are relaxed. Sense that the top of your head is roughly over the base of your spine. And as we normally do, we'll start off with our body scan to calm the physical body down. So let's make sure the feet are relaxed. No clenching of the toes. Relax the toes. Calves are relaxed. Knees soft. Put your awareness into your thighs. Relax them. Hips and pelvis. No undue or unneeded energy there. Then notice your stomach and your abdomen and just let them all be soft. Chest and heart space. Your neck and throat, shoulder blades, all relaxed. Your arms are preferably rested in your lap, maybe on your thighs. Palms can be up and down, or your hands can be together. And now notice your face. We have a tendency to scrunch up our mouths, our eyes, the corners of our eyes. The eyelids, don't press them together hard. Just let the eyelids gently meet. Your forehead is relaxed, no eyebrow furrowing, and then your ears are soft. Crown of the head, so your entire body. Just notice from toes all the way up to the head. Everything is soft. The only muscles active are the muscles that are holding up your spine. Now please breathe. Deepen the breath. Place a very slight constriction in the throat, Ujjayi breathing. Ujjayi means victorious breathing. What are we victorious over? You're victorious over your mind and emotions when you breathe this way, because your mind is focused on prana, on life force. It's not focused on our drama. Hey, that's a good one. Focus on prana, not drama. Focus on prana, not drama, and just breathe in deeply and calmly, and then breathe out deeply and calmly. So do your best to make your inhales and exhales even and smooth. When the breath becomes even and smooth, the mind becomes calm and smooth. When the mind becomes calm and smooth, the emotions begin to dissipate, begin to become calm and smooth also. Shape your breath, which shapes the mind, which then shapes the emotions, and then that's what really begins to put us in control of our suffering or non-suffering. So by now you should be breathing fully, full inhale, and then full, complete exhale. So count to yourself. I want you to breathe in for at least 5 seconds, maybe 6, and then exhale is 5 or 6 also. So a second is roughly 5 seconds inhaling, 5 or 6 seconds exhaling. Now see if you can slow that down to 7 or 8 seconds. So your inhale lasts a total of 7 or 8. If your lung capacity is large, maybe even longer. Use the Ujjayi valve in your throat to help regulate the speed of the inhale and the exhale. So if you feel like you're breathing too fast, maybe constrict the throat a little bit more. Go for 8 seconds inhale and 8 seconds exhale. Okay, while you're breathing like this, I want you to become sensitive to energy, prana. So when you breathe in, you clearly are taking in physical gases, oxygen, and other molecules of physical things. But you're also breathing in intangible energy. Right? So when you breathe in, feel that energy is entering through the nose, up into the brain, into the middle of the brain. And feel the center of your brain. Just notice that presence there. There's an intelligence in the very middle part. It's roughly halfway between your temples. It's about an inch or two above the back of your soft palate, the soft part of the back of the throat, that upper part. Sense that place becoming ignited. There's an ignition of energy, of awareness there when you breathe. So when you inhale, you sense a pranic current or flow going in through each nostril, left and right nostril, and moving up and back through the physical nasal cavities and then into the head, into the brain, and creating a focus of light or a focus of heat in the middle of the head. Please exhale completely. And let's inhale together. As you breathe in through the nose, sense that awareness, and then hold the breath at the top of the inhale. Sense that focal point inside the head, and holding the breath, sense that energy swirling inside the head and growing larger. holding the breath, and then slowly exhaling through the nose. Make it smooth, make it calm, make it even. And then do it again as you inhale. Take in energy, take in prana, take in physical air. Hold the breath, feel the energy inside the head. Swirling, coalescing, growing in intensity. Holding as long as you comfortably can. Slowly exhale. So this is your new cycle now. Inhale, hold the breath, and then slowly exhale, and continue for this 8-second inhale if you can, and 8-second exhale. And the retention after inhale can be as long as you comfortably can. Move towards an 8-second retention. I know that might seem like a long time, but just stay calm. Keep the body relaxed. If you know your bandhas, you can squeeze Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, perhaps Jalandhara as well, during the retentions. Remembering that non-judgment, non-reaction, those are the superpowers of your third eye, the Ajna or Agnya chakra. You're building power at your Agnya chakra by doing this breathing technique. So a few more rounds, please. Okay, after you finish your exhale, just become calm and move back to involuntary breathing. Keeping your awareness in the third eye, it's the middle of your head. And there's a presence and awareness there, a light, maybe a candle flame, and it's vibrant. If the mind wanders, it's normal. Just bring the mind back to the midbrain. It's common to start thinking of other things. What are we going to eat later? What's going to happen at the grocery store? Is there any toilet paper? Just keep your mind pulling it back to the brain, to the middle of your head. Third eye, your seat of clear seeing. And now take that light or that awareness, however you see or feel it, and just move that energy down into the heart. Just intend for it to be in the heart space and it will go there. So now your heart is alive with prana, with life force. This is the seat of our ability to be non-attached. We know that any outcome, any result, we are okay with. It doesn't mean that we can't take conscious action, but whatever the results are, there's far more at play than our personal needs and desires. far more in the works than just what we think is supposed to be the correct resolution. Power in the heart, energy in your heart, light in the heart. Fill your heart with this type of energy. Just see it swirling there. If you have a mantra, begin to feel that mantra pulsating and emanating from the heart. If you don't, just repeat the word Om, just mentally to yourself, or perhaps Shanti, peace. Just feel that mantra coming from the center of your heart, manifesting from your heart, not from your brain, not from your mouth, not from your mind, but coming from your heart space. Maintaining your focus on your heart. Feel free to join me in chanting an Om. If not, you can just listen. Inhale. Two more, and the third one is going to be slightly higher in pitch. Inhale. Just sit quietly for a moment, feel the vibrations of your Om and the energy that you've cultivated. Just feel the vibrations emanating from you outward, coalescing and soothing and harmonizing those around you, those in your neighborhood, sending out your vibrations farther, those in our community, sending only the purest and most positive of frequencies, intending for everyone to practice non-reaction in times like this, non-judgment to our fellow man, and non-attachment to tangible and intangible things in the physical world. Bring your palms to your chest, please. Connecting palms creates an energetic circuit. Let's build some heat between the hands. Rubbing palms together. Build more heat, press harder, stronger. Feel the friction, feel prana, no drama. More prana, less drama. And then put the hands onto the heart space. Just feel additional energy entering the heart. So when you heal yourself, you can heal others. It starts with you. When you pranasize yourself through the heart, you can pranasize everyone around you through their hearts. I love that you're joining me for these meditations. You can please open your eyes. Every morning, 8 a.m. within reason, as long as we can do this feasibly. Join me here and I'll do my best to get these uploaded to, I guess it's Instagram TV, I think, since they're longer than just 15 minutes or 12 minutes, whatever the maximum is for regular Instagram. So thank you all. Be safe, be loving, be rational out there. Namaste.